Book Decoded.
Welcome to this Book Decoded podcast episode. We're exploring Sam Kean's fantastic book, Dinner with King Tut. It's all about how some really inventive archaeologists are recreating ancient life, the sights, sounds, even the smells and tastes.
Yeah, our mission today is really to get beyond just looking at dusty artifacts, right? It's about experiencing how people lived, getting our hands dirty with old techniques, and, connecting with the past in a much more sensory way. We want to give you those aha moments.
Exactly, and it's an approach that's really shifted how we understand things. So much of what we thought we knew, it was based on static objects, or maybe written records. But actually doing things, recreating them, that's where you get the real insights. You see things you just completely miss otherwise.
Absolutely. And sometimes those insights pop up in really unexpected areas, like Roman women's hairstyles. You see those busts with these incredibly complicated, towering hairdo. You'd think, okay, loads of pins, right?
That's what everyone assumed. But it turns out it wasn't really about pins at all. It was about sewing.
Yeah, exactly. Janet Stevens, who's actually a hairdresser herself, she figured this out. She looked really closely at the busts, read the texts, and realized the ornitresses, the hairdressers, they were literally sewing braids and twists into place. Almost like working with fabric. It shows this surprising level of skill, way more intricate than we'd guessed.
So forget hairspray. They needed a sewing kit. That puts my morning routine in perspective. Okay, so speaking of incredible ingenuity, Roman concrete. This just blew my mind reading about it. It's lasted thousands of years longer than ours. How? How did they do that?
It's a great question, and honestly, there are huge lessons there for, sustainable building today. The secret seems to be in this technique called hot mixing. They added quicklime directly into the mix, and the brilliant part is it created this self-healing property.
Self-healing, what do you mean?
Yeah. Well, when tiny cracks form over time, and they always do, water gets in. But then the water reacts with those bits of quicklime. It produces calcium hydroxide, which basically crystallizes and plugs the crack. It literally mends itself.
That's amazing. Self-healing concrete. Are we trying to replicate that now, or is it harder than it sounds?
Oh, definitely. Modern science is looking at self-healing materials, but often using, complex polymers or special agents embedded in the concrete. The Roman way was just elegantly simple, built right into the material itself. And it's a big reminder that maybe durability isn't just about initial strength, but about continuous repair, a real shift in thinking for sustainability.
From hair salons to self-healing buildings.
Yeah.
It's incredible what doing reveals. But getting your hands dirty sometimes means tackling really difficult stuff, right? Even controversial experiments, like the work done to recreate Egyptian mummification. What did we learn there?
Right. That was certainly a controversial experiment, mummifying a donated human body using ancient methods, specifically natron salt. But the scientific insight gained was, invaluable, stuff you couldn't figure out any other way. It showed the exact kinds of blades the embalmers must have used, how much natron was needed, even why the embalming tables were shaped the way they were.
And what about the mummy's appearance?
Ah, yes. Crucially, it demonstrated that the typical look, the shriveled skin, the sort of beaky nose, the visible teeth, that wasn't just thousands of years of decay. It was a direct result of the natron embalming process itself.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And if you connect this back, it's all about gaining what's called tacit knowledge, the stuff you learn by doing, by feeling it, not just by reading or looking. And sometimes, that means tackling the unexpected, maybe even the uncomfortable to find those truths.
What an amazing journey, Roman beauty secrets, self-healing concrete, the intimate details of mummification. I think the big takeaway from Kean's book is really that understanding the past means, trying to inhabit it a bit, feeling the frustrations, the successes, touching, smelling, tasting their world. So here's something for you to think about. What forgotten skills or maybe overlooked wisdom from our own history, from your own field perhaps, could unlock surprising ideas or solutions for challenges you face today? What are we missing by maybe not getting our hands quite so dirty?